Pep Talk UK!
Scared me, brother.
Pro B's in the car park. And I'm slightly scared right now. I've just run into the savage himself, Mr. Alen Babic. How you doing?
I was good, just walking the car parks, exploring.
Yeah, you know, I saw a geezer that looked mad scary. I thought, that's got to be Alen Babic. Yeah?
Who else could be in the car park right now?
Hey, I know you ain't afraid to have a few scraps in the car park.
Yeah.
If it came down to it.
Yeah, I had some, It's my whole life I was on the streets, I was raised by the streets, by the bouncer shifts and stuff, so it's known to me,
Yeah. So look, you just kind of touched down in London town. How have you kind of acclimatized to the whole settings?
Yeah, it's good, but in Croatia it's like 40 degrees, so it's fucking cold in London for me. I didn't bring nothing, long sleeve, just short sleeve, but it's good, it's great. I love coming to UK. It's all business when I come here, so there's no time for rest or sightseeing or stuff like that. Just sleep and spar.
Sleep and spar. Hey, as I was saying to you off camera, I was going through some old videos and I was like, yo, that's a savage. My old videos, a few years back as well. I think that was Whyte Rivas.
Yeah, it was my first fight. Actually, my second fight, but my first fight was 1 week before that, so it was my first sparring camp with Dillian and my first fight. It was crazy time, bros. It's already 2 years since then.
Wow, our time flies, man. And since then, it's been quite a road, man. Quite a road to where you are right now.
Yeah,
people out there recognize you as a dangerous, cruiserweight, bridgeweight, heavyweight, hybrid.
That's what I wanted, I wanted something different. I wanted to be recognized in 3 divisions, I can do anything. I can do every division you want. If you get me mad enough, I'm gonna go into light heavyweights. I'm gonna beat them up, so whatever, 3 divisions.
Talk us through your last fight.
Oh, it started, I choked hands and it ended. Chambers is a good fighter.
Yes.
He took short notice on maybe 7 days. Nobody does that to a savage, so I was a little mad at that, so that he even took the fight. So I had to deal with it, but all kudos to him, all respect to Chambers. It was a great fight. I loved it. I loved the fight. Great comeback fight. Now I'm ready for more.
You usually just take care of the guys with unanswered shots, but you got in a few. Would you say it was a good test for you?
Yeah, he didn't really hurt me, because you can see he was a big cruiserweight. He was 94 kilos, but he was still smaller than me. It was not smaller in size, but you saw it. Everybody saw it. He couldn't handle my power. My power is just too great for all those cruiserweights. And that's what I showcased. He couldn't hurt me, and I hurt him every time I touched him. So that's what it was.
Looking forward, fight camp, not far away. I see you've been putting the preparations in. You like giants, doing some work with Joe Joyce. How about that? How was that?
Yeah, great stuff. Yesterday we did 7 rounds. And tomorrow we do 8 rounds. So he's liking the work. I love the work. It's just a job for me. It's a bloody business. And I just love doing those jobs because I could be in Croatia right now in a fucking beach somewhere. It's warm up there, but I said no, I gotta go. I want to see what Joyce has, because maybe our path will cross someday. So I want to know.
How dangerous is he? I mean, you share the ring with him now for sparring. A lot of heavyweights won't go near Joe Joyce.
Yeah,
Can you see why?
I want to go there again. That's who I am. I always go head through walls. But it's a tough sparring. He and Dillian are at the top of my tough sparring. He is a really tough sparring. But I think I managed real good. I throwing some good shots. He throwing some good shots, and it's excellent work. Everybody in the gym loves it. Every time I spar, the whole gym stop talking, and they just watch it. And I'm all in for that. I spar the same as I fight. It's the same. That's what Dylan said. You know, there is no difference, not even a single difference. So I go in to knock him out every single round, you know, and he appreciates that and he loves that kind of.
He just walks forward, isn't it, Joe Joyce?
Yeah, but I try to stop him, you know, so he can't walk forward with me all the time, you know, because I'm very big with ring generalship, you know. The center is mine, you know, and that is how I engage in every single sparring session. You know. I want to have the center. You know.
How does he get on against Takam, July 24th?
I think he is too much for Takam, but I love Takam. You know. I love Takam. He's similar to my style, a little bit slower, but I think I'll give him more than he needs to imitate Takam, you know, and to beat Takam. And I think he will beat him because Joyce just doesn't stop, bro. He doesn't stop. He's a wrecking machine who doesn't stop, and I don't see Takam stops him. You know, I just don't see that.
You said you've been brought to kind of imitate Takam. I can kind of see the similarities, you know, in terms of the volume of punches. I mean, you guys are relentless when you're coming forward.
Yeah. We are very similar, you know, because we punch from down to up. You know, it's the same kind of punches and stuff. I throw a lot more punches than he does actually, you know, but he is a bit heavier. He's like 250 pounds, so he has that going for him. But I'm the most similar thing to Takam you can get nowadays. And I think I did more than enough for Joyce to realize in what kind of fight he's going to be.
Now that you stepped in, obviously, you know, a top 10 heavyweight in Joe Joyce. Looking forward, kind of like playing your mind that now, you know, you're ready for these big heavyweights, you know, the top guys. You know, you share the ring with them.
Yeah, of course.
Dillian Whyte, Joe Joyce.
I share the ring with Ajit Kapel also, with a lot of big guys, you know, and smaller. I share the ring with Batarbiev. So I know where I am, you know, and I keep saying that to everybody, but nobody listens. You know, they started listening now. No, the people started to listen now. So, the fuck happened? So, people start to listen now, you know, and that's good for me because I get so much opportunities. You know, there's talks about that stupid Nick Webb, that Cash Ali fight. I have so many fights lined up for me, you know, and I'm willing to fight 10 times a year. So you know, just let's get it on. I want to fight 3 to 4 times till the end of the year, you know, and finish with a bang. A big fight, you know. Maybe Dave Allen wants some at the end.
He's come back from retirement. Yeah, there's a lot of options now for the Savage.
A lot of options, and I'm willing to explore every single one of them, you know.
A lot of schools to settle. I mean, you mentioned Nick Webb. He went happy. You know, I saw him in Brighton.
Who cares what he was, bro? He denied us fights to me and Worley for the next 2 years. He keeps denying the fights. Who cares what he thinks? He's old news now. Fabio's gonna deal with him. I think no problem. Because Nick Webb is a good boxer, but he's a very, very weak mentally, you know. And this is just not the business to be mentally weak. You know?
He in one of his interviews, he said Alen Babic is an effing D-head.
Yeah.
Would you kind of make of that? Yeah.
No, nothing. You know, he's a good guy. You know, I just hope Savage doesn't rape him. You know. He said what he needed to say, you know, because I've been going on him for the last 1 year, but he just doesn't want to fight me. You know. That's the bottom line. He just doesn't want to fight. So
he said that you're tailor-made for him.
Yeah, why he doesn't want to fight me then? I'll fuck him. Fuck Taylor, man. I'll kill him in 1 round. He knows that. That's why he's running away. You know, of course he knows it. He's not stupid. He's a smart kid.
Mark Bennett. Not too far away, your opponent. How are preparations going for that overall?
Well, my preparation is better than ever, you know, but I don't even know who Bennett is. I still don't know who he is. I don't care. My coach is like, are you gonna see it? Oh, I don't care. I hear him talking shit again. Like, oh, I'm gonna be the Savage, I'm gonna be the man. Shut up. You know. I hate when people call. I have 7 fights, 7 knockouts, only side 3 rounds. Shut your mouth, you're gonna be knocked out. That's all is going to happen. You know? Nothing out of that is going to happen. You have like 99.8% of getting knocked the fuck out. So, now give it some respect, you know, to that fact. You know? So, he has, I think, 5 fights, 1 loss, no knockout fight. So he's a pillow puncher.
He beat Sokolowski.
what can he do? He doesn't have that knockout power. You can only knock me out cold, but even George Joyce couldn't do that in sparring. Even Dillian Whyte couldn't do that. So I don't see how he's gonna knock me out. Fucking funny.
You mentioned Dave Allen. Now Dave Allen has made a return once more to the ring. What did you make of his retirement and now he's returned back to the ring?
Well, it's good for him, he's going step by step, he wants to do those easier fights first, so I'm just gonna wait for him to see what he's gonna do, he has me in mind, of course, everybody wants to see that fight for the last 2 years, so, I'm gonna be there, whenever he wants, I'm gonna be there, I'm gonna welcome that fight, no matter his position or the money or nothing, I'm gonna welcome that fight always because it's a fight for the fans. And I look at it as such. We are both fan-friendly fighters, and I want to give that to the crowds.
All right, 100. Would you make it a whole heavyweight scene? Obviously, look, Joe Joyce is now preparing for Takam. He's meant to fight Usyk. Usyk now is fighting Joshua. Would you make it a whole heavyweight landscape at the moment?
Well, it's good. Something is happening. I think I came into the right time because it was quite boring a few years ago, with the Klitschko raining and stuff. It was pretty boring, so I'm really happy and I'm glad I'm involved in this heavyweight situation. I'm top 40 right now, and I'm gonna advance real soon. So I'm gonna be up there with those guys. It's gonna be a privilege just to be with them. But of course, I want to take their heads off, every single one of them.
Yeah. Dillian Whyte was saying that Fury should be stripped and he should be made WBC champion. Would you make of those comments?
Well, I don't really follow the strips and belts and stuff. I really don't. I'm really a fighting man to the core. I just fight. Dillian takes care of my career, and I trust him with my life. And I let all of those things to him. So I don't really follow that. Who is with who should be stripped, who shouldn't. I just know he has a chance. He have to fight for the championship for 2 years, and I don't know why he isn't, and that's all I know. It's weird.
Apparently, there is no WBC mandatory challenger.
I don't know that, but I know he's waiting in line for 2 years to fight. Just give the man a fight. What the fuck are you doing? It's ridiculous.
It's crazy. What about Tyson Fury? Obviously, it was on the news last week that he's got COVID. There's no trilogy. There's no third fight. It's got to be postponed now until October. I mean, how did you kind of initially react to that news?
Well, I was like, I can't say great, but Dillian can get a fight with Wilder. I would like to see that fight. As a boxing fan, as a follower of Dillian Whyte and Deontay Wilder, I would love to see that fight. I think it's a great fight. So that was my first reaction, and I hope Tyson's gonna be cool. Gonna be good, and gonna continue his way because I like Tyson Fury also. I think he's maybe the best heavyweight today.
Wow, even better than Joshua, yeah?
Well, I think Fury, Joshua, you have Wilder there, you have Dillian Whyte. It's a lot of them, But out of all of them, of course, I love Dillian the most. But I would put Fury a little bit up front, a little bit. It doesn't have to mean nothing, but I would put him 1 centimeter in front of the others because his mental strength. He's been through some shit. He's seen some shit, and he's still here fighting. It's a big stuff.
Yeah, some people actually question whether Tyson Fury's actually got COVID. Would you kind of make of that whole situation?
Like I told you, I'm a fighting man, bro. I don't deal with rumors and who's got who, I don't know. I just heard he's got COVID, and I believe it. Even if he doesn't, it makes no difference to me.
All right, all roads lead to fight camp, indeed. Any message on some of the racism that we've seen in sport, over the weekend?
Yeah, it's terrible, bro. I can't believe it. It's still, I'm not up to date with the news and stuff, so I was really appalled, because I can't believe it. That's still a thing, I just can't believe it, I thought we are done with that shit, because, like I said, I'm not big in the news and following and stuff, but I was really shocked, and Listen, those guys had like 20 years, 19, 21 and something. They're great for your country. You know, I don't understand how can somebody think any different. You know, the size of their heart is immense. Imagine taking penalties in the Cup Series. Crazy, it's crazy. And I feel with them, you know, and whatever I can do to help, I will do it.
It's unfortunate it's not coming home, but you know, the boys got to the final for us.
It's not my home, so it's not unfortunate for me. Croatia fell like before, so you know.
All right, man. The lights are off, and that means time's almost up. Any final words for your opponent? Come fight camp.
Who, the Bennett guy?
Bennett.
Oh, just come prepared to fall, but you know you gotta be prepared, you know, because I don't want to hurt nobody. You know, I want to leave it all in the ring, you know, and I want him to be safe. Just don't come in over, how do you say, overconfident, because it can lead to terrible things. You know? So just come confident, but not overly confident. You know? Don't be cocky, you know? Because you're gonna pay. Savage doesn't like this shit. Be normal. You know?
All right, man. I'd like to thank the man himself, Alen Babic.
Dope.
Savage. Pep Talk UK.
It's killing me again. I gotta walk the car park again.